black ski mask, Kevin, rounds the corner of the aisle leading to the bakery section in Costco. He carries an orange paintball gun. One person stands motionless near the pie tables of the bakery section. Turned away from the masked man, Sam is also wearing all black.
Freeze!
Jesus! You scared me.
Sam turns away from the pies. They also have a gun and a ski mask. The same gun and mask, in fact.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell are you? You're fucking up my Costco heist.
Oh, I'm fucking up your heist. This is my heist and those are my pastries. It's my monthly tradition.
Wait, monthly tradition?
Sam removes their mask.
Kevin? You're supposed to be in Vermont.
Sam, the hell you mean? I post that shit for an alibi.
Oh shit.
Kevin removes his mask.
You totally stole my thing.
Stealing is such a strong word. You're still using the red paintballs with that sleeping agent, right? Because it'd be awkward if you were leaving real dead bodies next to my sleepers.
I'm not a psychopath. They're all asleep. Of course I'm using paintballs.
A large snore echoes through the pastry section.
Oh, thank fuck.
No, but seriously, you stole my thing again.
I didn't. I just thought it'd be cool, so I gave it a go.
This is just like the knitting thing back when we were dating.
You are not the only person in the whole goddamn world who likes to knit. People are allowed to have new hobbies.
That was the whole point. You didn't have new hobbies, you just had the same ones as me.
Let it go, dude. You're not the only person who likes things like knitting and stealing from Costco.
Whatever. You know I'm right. Here, fill this up.
Kevin kicks Sam a partially filled cart. They start loading up the pies.
Whatever yourself. Seems like you're still the same asshole who dumped me. Over email. At least I'm trying to branch out. How?
By dating my ex? Yeah, I heard about that. Really? You dated Jamie? Couldn't you have dated one of my exes from before we got together?
You dated her first.
That's smart.
I said I was branching out. I didn't say it was very far. It's slow going, man. Knitting patterns with purple yarn instead of green, and using CK13EMP to take out the cameras instead of CM11. Small stuff.
Well, that seems like progress. At least you won't mix up your yarn with mine now if hanging out.
In what world would us hanging out again be a good idea?
I don't know. You're like the only person who doesn't just...
Storm off and you inevitably start being a dick?
I am not. Everyone else is just so sensitive. Hang on. Did you say you're using CK13 to block calls and cameras?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm still using CM11s.
Oh?
So they block each other's frequency, which means there's footage of us with our masks off.
There's a crash off towards one of the employee entrances to the store behind.
Fuck!
Fuck! Grab the Danishes too. We gotta go.
Sam swipes all the pastries off the next two tables into their cart as they both book into the exit. Standing, blocking the aisle, is a third figure dressed in black, holding yet another gun. This one is purple.
Stop right there!
Oh, fuck. Who are you?
Don't tell me we happened to pick a day someone was actually trying to rob Costco.
The figure takes off her own ski mask.
Hey guys! Not random. This is Kevin's bi-monthly heist. How's it going for y'all?
Oh my fuck. I can't have one thing to myself once I dump someone.
Oi, I said I switched hair colors.
Jamie, you can't just invite yourself to someone else's heist.
Hot? Kettle.
Whatever. This isn't the time for this. Cops are here. Exit now.
The crackle of a radio down the next aisle has the three of them diving into the nearby bin of jumbo Costco bins. The sound fades, and they each pop their heads out one by one.
Ditch the guns in the bin. They shouldn't be able to get any fingerprints. And you're not wearing any clothes.
Defense. I'm not much of a planner. I'm gonna take.
Oh, great. Your first planning goal should be planning on how to make bail because we're all definitely fucked. If not for the cameras, then because you didn't think to bring gloves. To a heist. Or at least copy me for the things that are important.
Nah, honey, y'all will be fine. I used a J22 EMP to block the cameras. Best in the market. I checked myself.
I vote we throw her out and haul it to the cops.
You're being a dick.
2 words, jail time.
No, Sam, he's right this time. I didn't really plan this out. I just wanted to get things moving.
What thing's moving? Heists aren't exactly relaxing.
Jamie, did you call the cops so we had to work together again?
Yes. I'm so sorry. I didn't think it'd blow into this whole thing. I thought they'd send a couple officers that we could work together to outsmart, and then we'd all at least be friends again.
Oh, all right, hon. Nothing we can do now. So Kevin, let's go.
Right, here's how it's gonna go.
The lights go out.
Never mind. New plan.
Whispering. Someone snickers. More whispering, then a tearing noise. The crackle of a radio creates silence. Boots. Flashlights catch on the bare bed but keep sweeping. The emergency lights kick in and bears are strewn all over the aisle, stuffing everywhere.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Kevin steps out from the bin, mask and black jacket missing. He's wearing a t-shirt.
Alright, on we go.
2 of the stuffed bears sprawled on the ground stand.
Let's go.
One bear walks towards Kevin's voice, plowing into the other, toppling them both.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kevin grabs both of their hands, hauls them up, and marches down the aisle. He checks each direction before pulling them across the intersection to the next aisle.
So, how's college apps, Jamie?
I made a plan with my counselor. We were actually able to set me some deadlines she agreed to hold me accountable for so that I could apply to at least 5 places before the submission deadline.
That's actually really great, Jamie. Please, can you two at least whisper?
The bear heads bobble, nodding.
So, where are you planning to apply?
Haven't gotten that far yet.
I can recommend a few that might be a good fit for you. I never applied, but I went through a whole process of sorting schools when I was living.
Thanks, but I have to follow the plan or I'll get thrown off track and never do any of the steps.
Boots thump down the aisle and the 3 of them move. Sam and Jamie drop to the ground, looking like discarded stuffed animals. Kevin wedges himself between 2 boxes of fleece blankets, disappearing in the semi-darkness. The boots pass, and Kevin reemerges.
Wow, I didn't actually expect that to work.
Thanks for the confidence. Can you help out?
As Kevin reaches down, a flashlight beam cuts across the darkness, pinning him in place.
Shit. You guys can make it out of here alone. I'll find some way to break out before they call me the cruiser.
Blackout. The emergency lights return, leaving just the 2 stuffed bears on the floor. Sam and Jamie pull the bear heads off, letting them hang like ridiculous necklaces.
They actually got him. I thought. I didn't think.
It's okay. It's all right, hon. We just need to get out of here. Kevin said he'd be fine. Let's go.
Sam bats at Jamie's paw, but is not able to grab it through their own claw stuffing. They push Jamie down the aisle instead.
Are you joking? It's my fault they're even here.
Jamie, please. The exit is just down the next aisle. They don't even know there were 3 of us, so you can probably sneak out while they're delivering the stimulants to the shoppers.
No! We can't just walk away from this. This is my responsibility.
Fine. I'll follow your lead.
Okay, here's the plan.
The lights go out. Back on. Sam and Jamie back at the bin of bears, retrieving one of the paintball guns. Both shed their bear costumes. They split up with a single nod. Lights out again. When they return, Kevin is sitting up against the divider for the entrance and exit, cuffed with 2 cops beside him. Around them, 3 paramedics dash in the entrance with supplies to revive shoppers, while the dazed shoppers stumble to the exit on the other side of the divider.
Oh my goodness, Ralphie! I can't believe you just left me back there. That bastard shoots us, and instead of finding me help, you wander around the goddamn place. I can't take you anywhere. Come on, we're going home.
Sam grabs Kevin's arm, hauling him to his feet. The cops move to stop them with pop, pop. They each take a red paintball to his chest. Sam holds Kevin's shirt collar up to his nose, doing the same for their own. The cops drop. Sam and Kevin do not.
Let's get out of here before the paramedics come back and notice.
Is that Jamie? Where is she? The shelves? There's no.
Yeah, man, there's a lot more to us than a couple of months of dates will tell you. Now let's go.
They speedwalk down the divider toward the trickle of other customers exiting. Jamie slips in beside them, no gun in sight.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
And nice plan.
It was your plan?
Yep. She didn't even ask me for advice once. Just buckled down and got it done.
I call it.
Is it really so difficult for you to imagine that I might not be the codependent gal you dated a few
change that much? That fast? Like, what was it? Sam dumped you and you just flipped an internal switch?
Heck no, hon. I said months since we broke up. I've been working at it. It's not like you woke up one day and magically became less of a dick.
He's got you there. You've been fairly decent all day. You've been offered to push my cart.
Push your cart?
Yeah, thanks.
Sam swaps places with Kevin, who sighs and resumes pushing the cart for the empty checker.
Hey! Did you go back for the cart before coming to get me?
It took me a while to get up the shelves with a gun.
Yeah, whatever. You didn't need to go through all that to help me. I would have been fine.
You can ask.
What?
You can ask for help. Even if you've been a dick all day. Even if we haven't talked in months.
And especially if it's our fault you're in trouble.
Sam and Jamie link elbows with Kevin as they stroll out the exit of the other shoppers.
So, those two cops definitely saw your faces, right?
Oh, definitely. Want to help us plan for us to swap states? We'll live near whatever school you pick.
Swap states. I'm headed to Cancun.
The three of them continue bickering as the lights fade. Kirk. Expensive Love and the Cost of Trust by Grace Watford. Olivia and Celeste's shared college apartment around 9 p.m. Cluttered but simple with textbooks, homework, and other traditional things of college students. A picture of the two together kissing hangs above the kitchen table where the two sit facing each other. Celeste stares off into the distance, still full bowl of mac and cheese untouched in front of her. Olivia, picking away at her own food, glances at Celeste for a long moment before shaking her head and sighing, setting down her fork with a blank.
Okay, what's wrong? You haven't been anything between the eyes since you got home. What's up?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm just tired.
I don't know if I believe you.
What? Am I not allowed to be tired after a 4-hour drive?
Whoa, whoa. I'm not angry. I'm just worried, Celeste. I know your parents suck, but
I don't know why I thought this time would be any different.
did something happen? Celeste?
Do you love me? Olivia?
What?
Do you love me?
Of course I do. Why? What happened?
You were a hot topic of conversation this weekend.
Oh,
My parents. They said horrible things.
yeah, like what?
Things about you. And I hope to God that they're lying, that they're just saying it to.
What did they say?
They were upset. I told them I wanted to cut ties, that I wanted to move out.
Oh, well, that's good. I know you wanted to do that for a while. What's the issue then?
I can take care of myself, right?
Of course you can, so we've talked about this.
They said I need their money, that I need them.
That's bull, and you know it. You have a job, a car, an apartment. You have me.
Do I?
What?
Do I have you? Or did my parents' money take care of that too?
No, of course not.
They said they paid you to get dinner with me, to show me around campus, to be my friend. It's true, isn't it?
They didn't pay me to like you, Celeste, or to bring you to poetry club, or heaven forbid to date you.
Oh my God.
It's not what you think.
So they didn't pay you.
That's not what I said.
So they did.
I didn't say that either.
Please don't lie to me, Olivia.
I'm not.
So tell me it's not true. Tell me they're lying. Olivia. How could you? I thought we had something, that I have finally found someone.
I love you, Celeste. Your parents' money doesn't change that.
Oh, but I bet it sweetened the deal. Another part-time job, but you get a buddy too. Whining and dining is much more fun than working at Chipotle. charity case?
It wouldn't be charity because they were paying me.
Holy shit, Olivia, that's not the point.
I needed that money. I was working 4 jobs to scrape my way through school. If I could hang out with a pretty girl, give her towards you, and get paid at the same time, well, that was a bonus.
It's not just about the money, Liv. I never had a friend before college, and I thought that I finally had.
You had Kevin?
Kevin was the gardener's son. He doesn't count.
Okay, but you have friends now. Cleo, Axel, Maddie. They don't get paid.
They were your friends first.
So?
Olivia, my entire life has revolved around my parents and their money. And I have finally hoped that I was able to actually trust that someone.
You don't know what it's like.
What?
I know your parents are horrible, and that sucks. But at least you never had to worry about money.
Don't.
You didn't have a job until you were 19. And even then, you didn't need it.
Don't go there.
Why do you even care so much? It's not like I've touched a cent of that money since we started dating.
Am I supposed to believe that you have a pile of cash sitting around somewhere?
Olivia stands and walks over to a cabinet, which she opens, rifles around for a moment, then pulls out an envelope. She returns to the table and drops it in front of Celeste.
$1,900. $100 per month since first semester last year.
And the rest of it?
What?
I mean, it's so considerate that you didn't spend the money that was given to you to date me. But those numbers don't add up. So where's the rest of it?
I don't know, tuition probably? Celeste, please. If they didn't pay me, they would have paid someone else. Better me than some asshole who would have never said a word.
You lied to me. Whatever your excuse, however you justified it to yourself, you still lied. For years.
To protect you. I knew this would hurt you. I know you think your parents doubted you.
Because they do. They do. I mean, that much is obvious, and I know that this isn't all your fault. I get it. But that doesn't change the fact that you still lied to me.
I didn't want to upset you. I didn't want you to spiral, just like you're doing right now.
I'd much rather have known.
Well, I got that now.
Are they right, then?
What? Who?
My parents. If we break up, how am I going to make new friends?
Are we going to break up?
Answer my question, Liv. Do I need their money to make friends?
Of course not. Sel, you're amazing, Sel. You're incredibly smart, generous, funny. Anyone is lucky to be your friend. I love you, Celeste. I love you if you were broke, and if your parents were broke, and if you couldn't afford $1 for our bills.
I don't know.
Do you think I've been lying about loving you for years?
I don't know, Olivia.
Well, I haven't. I wouldn't. And it's not like I'm the only one lying here. Your parents.
Oh, believe me. I'm furious with them. I already made it clear that I'm not going home for the summer. But I just can't.
Celeste.
How am I supposed to trust you? How am I ever supposed to trust you again?
Celeste,
You have to understand, Olivia, this is too much.
I'm so sorry, Celeste.
Are you?
If I knew how this would affect you, I would never. I really did think I was helping.
Well, you weren't.
I'm sorry.
I know. And I want to forgive you.
You're not breaking up with
I
me?
mean, that would just prove my parents right.
Yeah. Screw them.
I'm glad they told me.
Me too. Now what?
I don't know.
Is
What?
nothing's ever gonna be the same again, isn't it?
Cataldo. Exterior, balcony outside a fancy restaurant. Nighttime.
What are you doing here? Everyone's waiting for you inside.
I just needed a little break.
Yeah, these things can get a little too much sometimes.
Your mother is here?
Yes, I saw.
She keeps on asking. You didn't tell her, did you?
No.
Well, we better get to it. It's been a year.
Daniel starts to walk away, but Vanessa stops him.
Don't do this.
Do what?
This. Give me your emotions. Be sad, be angry, hate me, but don't give me this. I can't see you unbothered, emotionless. You're running away. Started drinking again. You've come so far. Don't lose it all now.
Please, Vanessa. Not here, not now. I can't. Please, just let me get myself together.
Your work colleague told me I look beautiful.
Daniel stops walking.
Excuse me?
In fact, I think almost everyone in that room complimented me on my appearance. But I dressed up for you. All of this was done for you. And you didn't even look at me. Not only that, every time I would open my mouth, you would tense like you can't stand my voice.
There are some situations where the things you say are inappropriate.
Bullshit! And you know it. This has not been going on only tonight. You've been keeping me at arm's length for the past year. Like I'm someone you can't trust anymore. Like I'm your enemy and not your wife.
And whose fault is that? Shit, baby, I'm so sorry.
Do you think it doesn't kill me knowing that I can't ever give you children? That I can't give you the one thing my body was meant to do?
I told you to get checked up. I've been telling you for years, ever since we started trying.
I said I was sorry. I apologize every goddamn day. To God, to the children I will never have, to you, for making you so fucking miserable. But this does not excuse the way you've been treating me. Dogs get treated better. You keep a distance when we're alone. You ignore me when we're out with others. You don't come home until late at night, and sometimes you don't even come home at all. We don't have sex anymore. I feel like a monster.
I'm trying my best. Do you think I like how I treat you? Damn it! Everything has gone to hell.
And I get it, and I'm sorry. But Daniel, this has been the hardest year of my life, and I needed you the most. I feel like half a human being, like half a woman. And I needed you. I needed you. I have the pressure of our entire family to give them a grandchild or niece and nephew. How do I tell them that will never happen? I'm still coming to terms with it myself. I need support more now than ever, and you have never made me feel more alone. You can't even look at me.
I am trying. Every time you do something nice, it makes me feel guilty because I know it's not your fault. I see how much it hurts you every time I reject you. I know it's not your fault, but I am still so angry at you. I'm angry at myself for blaming you. But I do. And I hate myself for it.
I was driving the other day. I was crossing a bridge and I just thought how easy it would be to just turn left and it would all be over. All this pain. And I would have died with my husband still loving me. Now I'm watching you start to hate me. I don't ever want to feel like that again.
I'm sorry.
We used to be happy, Daniel. We used to make jokes and laugh. We travel and have sex every day. And we made a promise that we would never become those angry couples that would start unnecessary fights. Look at us now.
I wanted those kids, Vanessa. And it's hard to accept that I will never get them. I'm mourning. I need some time. But everything will be fine, man. We're gonna make things right. We're gonna be happy again. I promise.
You will have your kids.
Don't.
You deserve to be a father. You'll make an amazing one.
And you deserve to be a mother.
But I won't ever be one. And that fact will haunt me the rest of my life. But I will not take this opportunity away from you.
I don't want children if it's not with you.
Daniel, you don't want me anymore.
I do. I love you.
And you also hate me. I am so sad, Daniel. And I don't want to be sad anymore. I don't know how this is going to look after you. I can't imagine happiness without you. You've been the definition of that word. I can't imagine laughing or feeling peaceful without you next to me. It's been us for so long. We worked so hard to be together, and it's killing me to watch it end like this. You and me, we were hard work. And we earned our few years of love. But I don't want to be sad anymore.
Then don't. You told me the problem. We can work on it.
It's not about that.
You said it yourself. Our love was a choice. We can choose to work on it. You decided to stay with me when the entire world judged me for my addiction. You didn't care that I was broken and could barely take care of myself. You could have had any other person. You chose me even when I had to get clean, when I felt useless and broken. You were the one who helped me snap out of it. You ran away with me and left everything you knew behind because you loved me. You saw me at my worst. When everyone turned their back and pretended that I didn't exist, you chose to love me. You chose me.
And I choose you again. You will always be my first choice in everything. I choose a future where you have children. And that's why I'm letting you go.
You're just gonna give up? One small problem and you back out on us.
This is not just a small problem. This will turn into hate. The hurt that you have right now will one day cause you to despise me. Maybe it won't be tomorrow, but it will happen. It's already happening. And I refuse to have you hate me. I'm too selfish to let that happen.
Guess they never tell you what happens after happily ever after.
No, they don't. I'm gonna say this once. And I hope you love me enough to never make me repeat it again. Because I don't think I can. I don't think I will ever be strong enough to repeat it. I want a divorce.
Okay.
Okay.
Daniel holds Vanessa to his chest.
I don't want to let go.
Neither do I.
What happens after this? How do we move on?
I don't know. It's too painful to think about it right now. I don't want to think about the fact that in 10 years I'll be someone you used to know. That all we've been through will be a distant memory. And that the children you do have will never be with me. It kills me that one day you will think of me and be indifferent.
You will never be indifferent to me. You're my first love. Probably my only love. We're soulmates. And I was an ass. I heard you when you needed me the most. All I ever needed to do was just be there. I fucked up. But I'm not giving up, man. I don't believe that we can ever truly be apart. I'm gonna win you back, sweetheart. I don't care what you believe or think will happen. You're worth more than all the children in the world. And I may have wanted kids, but not as much as I need you.
I'll choose to believe in this lie tonight.
I love you.
Me too.
Vanessa starts to walk away.
Hey, man,
Yes?
you're gonna find happiness again. And and I'll be right there next to you when you do. You got this, shithead.
I always do, ass face.
Perfect. Reflection All in Blue by me, Henry Anderson. The back room of a small, cluttered tailor shop, almost beyond space and time. Martin is dressed in simple, practical overalls and is feverishly making adjustments to a deep blue suit coat. The coat is sitting on Adrian, a mannequin with the proportions and stature of a Greek god. Martin steps back and takes a proud yet wistful look at his handiwork.
It's a little tight around the shoulders, don't you think?
I suppose.
Of course, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Would you want me to be a bit different if that made it fit better?
No, like this works. Can you turn your head to the side a little? No, more confident. Can you really widen that smile? Do I look alright?
You look perfectly fine.
No, by me, I mean you. I'm wearing this coat and I'm smiling that smile and I have that confident little head turn. Do I look alright?
Looking to make an impression, are we?
Adrian.
Positively vanishing, sir. The girls will be falling all over you.
Thank you. Will they?
I'd imagine so. You're a bachelor of ample means, and the eye you have for clothing is really rather precise.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anyone falling over anyone. Isn't attraction just looking?
Is it?
Say I look at someone and I see part of them. If I'm attracted to them, it's just that part I'm attracted to. That's why I can't do this short-term thing you talk about.
Although you don't necessarily need to see that part of them in order to interact with it, now do you?
Please don't.
I mean it. If loving is seeing, how can anyone love anyone? What marriage has lasted past every single secret being thrown on the table?
I didn't say it was seeing. I said it was looking. Examining, interrogating, staring in search of some new detail.
And your plan is to interrogate the young woman at the after party.
No, I want them to look at me. I want them to look at me in that jacket with that confidence, and then the rest will come naturally.
Do go on.
I don't know. You managed to pull it off. I'm not sure I could.
Adrian takes off the jacket, under which he is completely shirtless, and hands it back to Martin.
Well then, let's try another one.
Martin thumbs through a rack of expensive clothes, all made for himself, and reaches for a matte orange blazer.
You're not seriously considering the medium orange.
I was. Yes.
We've been over this. It doesn't flatter your arms. They look like mechanical hinges.
What about the deep burgundy?
On you, it feels like too much of a statement piece. You can tone it down and let your body speak for itself.
Okay. A simple white?
Martin.
Well, please enlighten me. If none of my best pieces are good enough for you, what does one of the simplest color combinations in the book do wrong?
I suppose nothing if you make sure to send the groom my regards in your wedding bed.
Right.
You have no business upstaging anyone at a wedding. I mean, look at yourself. You have a smile that I've never been able to crack. You scratch your shoulders like mad every time you're nervous, and the second someone compliments you, you start blinking so fast, I swear you'll self-destruct.
Right.
But you're more than fantasy, so that certainly makes up for something.
You're more than just a fantasy too, Adrian.
Please. Imaginary, temporary, a lark. Whatever you need me to be.
Temporary? How can you honestly say that about everything that you are?
How else am I to talk about someone you created out of fear?
I didn't imagine anything, and I didn't do anything out of fear.
Whatever you need me to be.
Martin grabs the vivid blue coat he had initially had mounted on Adrian's shoulders and walks over to put it back on him. As he does, Adrian places one hand on Martin's waist and uses the other to tuck his hair behind his ear. An unmistakable gesture, but they both linger in it for a moment. Finally, Adrian kisses Martin. For a brief moment it is wholly one-sided, but soon it becomes fiercely mutual. There's a brief sense that if they stop, the world will fall apart around them, and a exact moment they break away. A reverent beats.
Why?
I suppose all I can really do is look.
But everything else, the thinking and the agonizing and the
I've never
sleepless
talked about
nights.
anything but looking. I see all of it. I see the parts that tailors just as much as I see the parts that sings. A secret to most, but not to me.
You're just an exercise. You test me, you teach me, you make me whole for a second. I never intended for
Please,
this
I'm
to
more
happen.
human than anything else.
None of this is what I meant by looking.
Oh, do enlighten me.
I think it's a sort of curiosity that guides your gaze across the room at someone who you have no reason to be looking at. And I think it's the fact that the torn satin of their shirt or the broguing of their shoes tells you everything about them that makes looking, looking. It has this kind of capital L that you're just not understanding.
Martin, I'm perfect. I wouldn't exist if I was anything but. When I look and when I think I feel something, it's because I do.
But that something isn't attraction, and you don't even so much as like me. You're not real.
I'm whatever you want me to be.
Need, Adrian. Need.
Right. Need.
Right now, I need you to back off before this means anything for either of us.
Once you started looking, how do you stop?
You just do, I suppose.
Surely more than that from the man with all the philosophy.
All philosophy breaks down if you look at it hard enough.
Well, send the real Adrian my regards then. It's going to be one of the most important days of his life.
I'll be sure to.
And if you can forbid yourself a glance, I suppose you'll have no more need of me?
I suppose so.
Martin takes the coat off of Adrian, pausing for just an instant in the indescribably tender moment it leaves his shoulders. He then puts it on himself and straightens it in the mirror. It fits near perfectly.
Just remember to want.
Adrian returns to the inanimate state of a normal mannequin. Martin is alone in this tailor shop beyond time and space. He keeps the coat on despite his modest underpinnings and begins flipping off the lights. When all but one are off, a spotlight remains on Adrian. Martin comes back to him and plants a familiar, just slightly indulgent kiss on his imagined lips. As he returns to the light switch to switch off the spot, he tries to flip it a few times and nothing happens. In confusion, he reaches for his hand and, upon contacting it, a full forearm of a department store mannequin falls out of his now empty sleeve. The newly one-armed Martin stares at the audience with a look somewhere between confusion and relief. Curtain. Closets and Comments by Blake Masius Martinez. Setting: Joyce's dorm room's living room, with basic school-provided furniture similar to West dorms. Neat and tidy with a few dishes and books scattered around. Isabella sits on the couch reading an English textbook and taking notes. Joyce enters and plops down next to her.
It already has 13 comments. I didn't even know I had that many friends.
Oh, cool.
My grandma's one of them. She said we look so adorable.
Huh? Whose grandma said what about who?
The post I made on Insta to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. I didn't know my grandma had an Instagram.
But your grandma's going to tell my grandma, and then my grandma's going to tell my mom, and then my mom's going to tell my dad, and then...
Wait. Your grandma knows my grandma?
All grandmas know each other.
So what?
So what?
I don't see what the big deal is.
Everyone's going to know about us now. I can't deal with this. I can't...
Bella, breathe. It's gonna be fine.
But what are they going to say? You know what they think about us.
If anyone has a problem with us, I'll fight them.
I don't think that's going to make the situation any better.
Yes, it will. They'll be too focused on thinking your partner's absolutely insane and not that your partner's a girl.
I don't think that's how that works.
Or I can tell them April Fools.
It's not even close to April.
Close enough.
It's February!
I know. I'm just trying to cheer you up.
And I appreciate it. I do, but that's not going to fix it. Why didn't you talk to me first? You know how
any choice. You seriously care more about what people think than being yourself?
You don't understand. I'm a first-generation college student with immigrant parents who conditioned me to be an example.
What does that have to do with anything?
Everything! Do you not get that? I'm constantly under pressure, constantly expected to be the one that makes it, be the one that graduates, be the change for my family. I wish I could tell my family that I found my person, but I just can't.
Why can't you just tell them?
It would destroy them. Them coming to a new country and facing its challenges would mean absolutely nothing. They will never look at me the same, and I really can't bear to see the disappointment in their eyes.
Bella, this wouldn't change the way they see you.
It will for them. And I've tried so hard to make them proud, to make their barriers worth it.
Well, you don't have to be anything for me. I love you for who you are.
I know and I appreciate it.
It's okay to be scared. Coming out is the scariest thing I've ever done.
But your family accepts you.
They didn't at first. Before I met you, they were super hush-hush about it. Now they're cool with it. Took them a little bit, but they came around. Though they didn't quite understand what pansexual even meant. They straight up thought I was attracted to pants for a while. A while, since last year.
That's great, Joyce. Do you think my parents will accept me?
I don't know, but I do know that if they love you, they'll eventually come around.
You're right. I'm going to tell them. One day. I will. I'm not ready now, but I want to be one day.
Okay. I won't pressure you to do so. I will let it go for now. I do think that you should at least tell a friend. Maybe even feel a bit of relief if there's someone you don't have to hide.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to make a private post and tell my closest friends about this.
Whatever the backlash is, we'll go through it together. I'm proud of you. You do not have to face this alone, love.
This is it.
She presses post.
Whatever happens, happens.
Curtain. Sensations by Grace Geschman. Lights up on a modern penthouse apartment. The room is minimalistic in style, focusing on clean lines and warm colors rather than too much clutter. The doors to a decent-sized balcony are open, letting in the early morning air. It's somewhere around 5:45. Sienna, early 20s, sits pensively on a couch near the balcony doors. She looks out onto the hazy Los Angeles skyline lost in thought. She's clearly been crying. Grayson, early 20s, but a few years older than Sienna, enters. He's tipsy, but sobering.
Hey. Hey. Hello? This is Sienna. What's wrong?
She doesn't say anything, but instead unlocks her phone and pulls up a picture, putting it on the coffee table in front of her.
Shit. It's trending already.
Grayson sits down in an armchair near Sienna.
Sorry, I had more to drink than usual.
What? That's all you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, it's not like I'm actually your boyfriend.
Unbelievable.
Why are you so angry?
Did you really just ask me that?
It came out of my mouth, didn't it?
We're supposed to be in a relationship, Grayson?
And your manager can cover for me. Your point?
God, do you ever think about anyone other than yourself?
Always.
Both of our reputations are on the line. I know you don't really give a shit about your branding,
You know that's a lot.
but I've worked too hard for you to ruin it. Do you know how hard I've worked to get noticed on Twitch? This is my life, Greg.
It's mine too.
But you don't get it.
Grayson haphazardly throws his phone onto the coffee table and leans back.
You're right. But this could be a good thing.
What the hell does that mean?
Think about it. We're #1 on trending
constantly gets cheated on.
Sad.
No one will ever let me forget what happened with Kyle. And now with this shit on the news, it's all anyone's gonna be talking about.
I'm sure that's not true.
Clearly you haven't seen my comments.
How bad could they be?
Really.
Yes?
Can you take something serious for once in your life?
I am serious.
Then use your brain!
I am, Sienna!
It doesn't seem like you are.
Grayson gets out his phone and begins searching for something.
What are you doing?
Grayson walks over to her and shows her his phone screen.
Look at your followers. Tell me this isn't good for your career.
Grayson, this isn't about fucking following.
Then what is it about?
You wouldn't get it. Just, ugh!
She leans back into the couch. Grayson goes to speak, but instead sits next to her.
I'm just trying to point out the good sides of this.
Are there any?
Maybe? I don't know. I was trying to make you feel better.
It might be a little hard.
I know. Do you hate me?
No. I'm just upset.
Why?
Because
You're what?
I can't.
Sienna stands and heads towards the doors of the balcony. Grayson starts to rush after her.
Sen, wait!
She doesn't listen. She keeps rushing out the door. She stands by the railing, glancing back for a brief moment to make sure Grayson is following her. Grayson has indeed followed, and he stands behind her, silhouetted by the rising sun.
Sienna, I'm sorry. I know you're frustrated, but this isn't just complicated for you. Let's just say you're not the only one who's been cheated on.
Gray.
It was bad. I should have told you when you told me about Kyle, but
Grayson, you don't have to tell me anything that you don't want to.
I'm sorry for everything.
Thank you. I am too.
Don't apologize. It was a dick move. Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
Okay. You sure?
Clearly you want to talk about it.
I feel so bad.
It's fine. I mean, we aren't actually together.
Yeah.
Would it be easier to just break up?
What?
I mean, we argue all the time and I hate it.
They stick together?
No, just the arguing.
But I don't want
You don't.
to. Never mind. It's not important.
Of course it is.
I don't want to break up.
What?
Grayson hesitantly puts one hand on her face and his other on her waist and gently pulls her closer.
Can I? Can I kiss you?
Please.
He closes the gap between them and kisses her, their silhouette outlined by the glowing sunrise behind them. He holds her for a beat, then breaks the kiss, resting his forehead on hers, breathless.
I don't want to fake anymore. I can't fake anymore. I hurt you and I can't stand that. I kissed that girl because I was stupid. I wanted to somehow get over you, but I can't. I can't spend another day faking it, and I won't.
He takes his hand and puts it under her chin, raising her face up to meet his. They smile at one another.
Say something. What?
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for you to say that.
Really?
Just shut up and kiss me.
She grabs him and pulls him back in for another kiss. Grayson's phone rings and he looks at the caller ID.
It's my manager. I gotta take this.
Don't worry about it. I'll be here.
Grayson kisses her on the cheek. We hear him answer the phone as he walks inside. Sienna looks through the door at Grayson, who's fully engrossed in his conversation. She walks over to one of the potted plants on the balcony and reaches down, pulling out a camouflaged GoPro with a red blinking light. She pushes a button, the light goes out, and she smiles to herself. Curtain. Dry on my tongue. shared bedroom, getting dressed and ready to leave the house.
Can you please just not fight me on this?
Is it really that big a deal?
I'd just rather you wore the dress, okay? The one with the daisies in my closet will even match the yellow scarf I got you for your birthday.
It's a nice dress, but it's not me. And this is important. I want your parents to meet me.
I do too. It's just, they're a bit old-fashioned.
Oh, come on, Kat. It's not the 50s anymore. I can wear pants to a family barbecue without it being a scandal.
I just think it's better not to rock the boat. Not to attract eyes.
We're going to attract eyes regardless. At least this way they'll know who wears the pants, huh?
I don't see why either of us have to wear the pants.
Or we could both wear the pants.
You know I can't do that. Please don't fight me on this. It's just easier to suck it up and wear the dresses.
Easier for who, Kat? Not easier for me. I want your parents to like me. But I won't lie to them.
It's not lying. It's just reframing?
Reframing what? Reframing me? Reframing our relationship? Reframing that you fuck women? How is that not mine? Don't act ashamed of me all of a sudden. It's not like they don't know. Right? They know about me. Are you joking? You didn't tell them? I thought you guys talked after the concert.
I tried, I really did. You don't get it. You didn't see their faces. They were so proud of me. They looked like they were going to cry, for God's sake. They brought me this beautiful bouquet with daisies and sunflowers, and they were just beaming. I couldn't take that away. I couldn't kill the girl they're so proud of.
Kill her? Don't be ridiculous.
You don't get it, okay? You always simplify everything.
If they love you so much, why wouldn't they support you once they know the truth? It's clear they love you. You just said yourself, they brought you flowers. When you really love someone, you support what makes them happy.
They won't support this.
This?
You know what I mean. They won't support me being...
You can't even say it.
Of course I can.
What, do you think it's a dirty word? Dirty, scary, lesbians. Ooh, I drew one!
I didn't say that.
You didn't say anything. Do you love me, Kat?
Of course I do. Why would you even ask me that?
Say it.
Riley.
You never say it. Your parents aren't here. You're not going to get in trouble. Why can't you say it?
I don't know. I know that I do, but every time the words are on my tongue, they just
what?
They just dry up on my tongue. I'm back in the high school locker room, terrified that my eyes will land on the wrong thing or linger too long and everyone will know. Or I'm stuffing my diary in my pillowcase because my mother would burst into tears if she ever read what I wrote about Carrie Smith in 8th grade. It just feels bad.
I make you feel bad?
You are right now. You're treating me like I'm stupid, like I'm spineless.
I just don't understand why we're still here. I make you feel bad? Should I just go?
Stop putting words in my mouth.
I don't have to put them in your mouth. They're spilling out on their own.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I didn't tell them.
Okay. So what do you want me to do? What role am I supposed to play?
Why do you have to be so cynical?
No, seriously. I'll play whoever you want. Who am I? Your friend? Your classmate? Some stranger?
I'm not saying you aren't my girlfriend. I just don't feel like we have to be so obvious about it.
What does that even mean? Am I allowed to touch you? To hold your hand? To kiss you? I doubt it if I'm not even allowed to wear fucking pants. I can't do this anymore, Kat.
I'm sorry. I just don't see how this will help the situation to make them upset. You said you wanted them to like you. This is how you get them to like you. Can't you just swallow your pride for me this once?
For fuck's sake.
I feel like this is about more than pants.
You want me to be some Better Homes and Gardens magazine cover. You want to dress me up like some Barbie doll. Why do I have to sacrifice who I am? I asked you for one thing, Kat.
You asked me for one impossible thing.
We've talked about this since day fucking one. Why are we still arguing about
Because
this?
you're still asking and I still can't.
You lied to me. You told me I didn't have to worry about this anymore. What's the point of any of this if we can't be honest with each other?
I was trying to avoid this. More fighting.
When are you going to tell me I wasn't allowed to kiss you? On the ride over?
I don't know.
After dressing me up all nice and pretty and proper?
Can't you see this is painful for me too? am expected to be pretty and proper. You spit it out like some insult, but I grew up with dreams of marrying a husband and playing cello at family barbecues and being called pretty and proper. That is who I am. Every day I move further and further from being that girl, and it eats it. I think I'm gonna be sick.
So what are we doing here then?
What do you mean?
That's who you are, then what are we doing here?
It's not that simple. Of course, that's not who I want to be. I want to be here with you, but
You are here with me. You're here. Not in some high school locker room. Not in your childhood bedroom. You're right here with me. And I'm right here with you. I love you.
but it doesn't feel like that.
What does it feel like?
Like wrong. Like I'm not who I'm supposed to be. Everyone looks at me with that look, and I get that feeling in my stomach. The same feeling I'm having right now. That makes me want to just disappear or die or...
Why do you have to give a shit if other people look at us?
You don't understand how it feels. To feel like you're not good enough no matter what you do.
When you really love someone, you want the world to know. I want your family to see that I love you. I'm not going if I can't.
You'd really make me go alone?
Please just say it, Kat.
Riley, please don't.
We can stay home together. Or go somewhere we're allowed to hold hands. Or whatever you want to do. We can do whatever you want to do. We can do anything. I just need to hear it. Please.
You aren't listening. I have to go.
Why?
I'm not you.
I'm not asking you to be me, Kat. I'm asking you to be you. To be the girl who I fell in love with.
I'm trying to tell you this is me. This is my family we're talking about.
I know they're your family. I'm not saying it's easy. I was scared for so long. But I did the work. You can't ask me to go backwards. You can't. I understand it takes some people longer than others, but you told me. You told me you talked to them. I thought we were moving forward.
Sorry.
Are you?
I think so.
You think so?
I don't know what else to say.
You know exactly what to say.
Riley,
I'm not going.
where does that leave us?
Where does that leave you?
You can't be serious.
I can't keep putting up with this, Kat. Say it. Please just say it, and I'll stay. Maybe you can't say it to your family yet, but please say it to me. If you love me, please, we will push through anything if you can just... It's easy, really. Just 3 words, Kat. I would do anything just to hear you say it.
Kurt. Mutual attraction between two strangers getting coffee. By Patch Fleming. Coffee shop. Billy catches Jed's eye. Billy approaches Jed.
Is it just me, or is there something between us?
Did you see me looking?
Yes, but because I was looking too.
I've never felt this way about anybody before.
Tell you what, since we're both getting coffee, just a blind date.
Okay.
What's your
what did
name? Oh, sorry, you go first.
you do? No, you go.
You sure?
No, yeah, totally.
I was just gonna ask your name.
Oh, it's Jen. You know,
What?
my name's Jen.
Oh, okay. I'm Billy. She there.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah, why? Do you have some?
No, just making conversation. I read a story once about a girl who got a guy to like her by giving him chocolate every time she saw him, until his brain hurt got confused with the chocolate. I guess bringing it up when you don't have any is sort of the opposite of that.
I could listen to you talk for hours.
Really?
Yeah. Do you like chocolate?
Yeah,
I don't have any either. Kiss me.
I'm married.
No, you're not.
How can I not be? Look at the situation we're in. If I'm not married, there's no conflict.
Well, what if I'm a serial killer?
You're not, I am.
We both could be. What's your method?
I like to leave people trapped in pits and slowly watch them wither away to nothing. You?
I'm more of a revenge vigilante type. I seduce terrible men and then slit their throats.
Oh, perfect. You can crawl out of the pit and murder me.
I guess, but that's kind of basic.
Well, we're not about to team up.
I don't know. You could always crush my spirit and make me realize we're no different.
No, that doesn't feel right.
I'm picturing more of a sensual, artistic homicide. Like a dance.
Now we're talking. And in contrast with the earlier grittiness of you crawling out of the pit.
Because getting my revenge on you is a thing of beauty.
So do you throw me to my own pit?
Probably. Following our artfully choreographed death struggle.
What's your weapon?
Maybe I strangle you. You're so strangleable.
You got a pickaxe.
Oh, that makes sense with the pit. You're like a Minecraft-themed murderer.
I know what you mean, but please never say that again.
Kiss me.
I don't think you're allowed to say that if you mean it.
Do you always use the same pit, or do you dig new ones? Because if you throw enough bodies down there, it's gonna get shallower.
Has anyone ever killed someone using the bones of another victim?
Sure, why not? And I can use them as climbing gear.
It's a metaphor. That do anything for you?
I don't know about throwing you onto the pile of bodies in that case, though. Seems ungrateful.
If we're going for ironic reversal, you could shoot me into the zone.
With bones?
Yeah, built an Icarus-esque flying contraption or something. Wait, do you remember that scene from the Amanda show where they would cut to her mom stranded in a hot air balloon? That always freaked me out.
There's not enough vast, empty horror out there.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I lost my grip on a balloon when I was a kid, and after I watched it float away into the sky, I couldn't look at the balloon for years. It's just so deeply metaphorical for the loss of childhood innocence is the thing.
Well, if you think about it, balloons want to die.
I guess it's a happier ending than the ones we kept in the house that slowly deflated and got sad and pinned to the wall like posters because I couldn't throw anything away. I'm glad I could process that with you.
Sure thing. I'm ready to kiss you now if you want.
You know I can't do that.
I know, and I love it. That's great for me. We're attracted to each other and can't do anything about it because there cannot be truth in fiction.
Try again.
I hate you.
Bet.
They kiss.
Okay, nice. That still feels like nothing though.
Too obvious?
It's been done is all.
Everything's been done.
But where do we go from here?
Don't rip my bodice. I just got this thing fitted.
Good idea. Perfect. Go fuck yourself.
They kiss again.
I hated that. Your mouth tastes like horseradish.
Again.
Yours tastes like blood.
Again.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. I feel like Frollo.
Because it's all about you.
Fuck, this is it. We'll live forever.
I'll never see you again. Nothing is connected. This is all we have.
Jed flips a table.
Feels like it kind of wraps back around. Try again?
This is where we part. Never to meet again except in our memories.
And theirs? In our wildest dreams.
We'll always have coffee.
They raise their cups